Hey, what's cracking? What you doing? Yeah, I hear that. No plans for tonight? The card, for the collective? People do suck. The goddess card. Yeah. There's a couple ways that you can take that, right? One is the message I gave was the alignment one. So that's specifically for self, letting you know that this journey is yours and yours alone. And it's not meant to be easy. You're just supposed to get up and do it because that's what is expected of you at this point in time. And it doesn't mean that you're a master of all creation or a master of whatever it is that you have going on. You need to learn the lesson. Yeah, I think it's like Saraswati or Sarawati or something like that. I don't know. I'm not big with doing the work with the gods and goddesses. It's not my jam. But then on the other hand, it could have, had I done the other one, yeah, pretty much. When you carry things with you, it makes very little space for any wiggle room. And yeah, sometimes people become very good friends, best friends, buddies with the pain that they carry. And then when it's time to release it and let it go, you can't, because you've been holding on to it for so long, and you just push it down and push it down and push it down. But it doesn't help when people keep trespassing and keep reoffending and keep opening up wounds that may not have healed properly in the first place, and they think it's funny to just keep opening it up. So when they open it up and they get the backlash of it being open again, you're still to blame. So wear your blame because you felt something. Candy corn is disgusting. Let's just put that shit out there. It is the grossest American candy ever. But at the end of the day, though, you also have to try and come from a perspective of, again, hurt people hurt people. It is a cycle. Do they necessarily mean to do it? No. Can they really stop themselves from doing it? No. And sometimes you have to be okay with being the collateral damage of somebody else's stuff. Does it do you any justice? No, because you get damaged in the process of being someone else's collateral. But it can also be a learning curve, I suppose, depending on how toxic things get, and all those fun things. I don't remember the Gemini reading being that strategically horrible. But it is what it is. Pain, unfortunately, circumferences our whole life, and it is something that we become quite comfortable with. Because changing it and dealing with it can be more difficult. But again, that also flows nicely into the let them movement, okay? Let them do what they're going to do. Let them paint you as the villain. Let them make their own narrative. Let them kindly step aside. If they need that scapegoat, let them. Because when it's all said and done, everybody knows exactly what it is, what it was, what it's going to be. People aren't stupid. So let them. Kindly give them their most deepest desired wish of happiness, even if it doesn't include you. And then you keep it pushing. Because you can't force or make anybody to feel something that they don't. And when it comes to love, love is a tricky, tricky game. It's also a fine line in between love and hate. So, depending on the connection, what it was, what it is now, what it will be in the future. I don't know. I read energies. I'm not a fortune teller, so. But intuition kicks in and lets you know what it is. And when somebody repeats themselves over and over and over and over again, how much they feel that you're lacking, it doesn't really matter. Exactly. Exactly. So, for shits and gigs, we'll just pull cards on me. So the ones who deal with me know that I am human, just like them, and I go through a lot of the things that they do. This is something that I have never done, nor will I ever do again. So, y'all curious if your readers go through the same bullshit that you do? Let's see. Let's see. Let me get all my cards out and we will see. I will do a short, sweet little rendition of what I've been doing for the 2025 readings kind of thing. And we will just see what we see. And for those of you who do not know, I have most certainly been in a very long term relationship for quite some years, someone whom I happen to love very much, but it would seem we're at an impasse. So, like I said, we will see what I see so that you know at the end of the day, we all go through it. For better or for worse, smart or stupid, any backlash I'm going to get from this, really don't think it matters at this point. So, let's see what is going on with your reader. Because it will never be seen again. I will call on my spirits and archangels, Gabriel, Ariel, Uriel, and Michael, to tell me what this connection holds. Right now, I am seeing what the connection holds, what it means to me and this person, what spirit wants to be known about the connection. Okay, right off, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Also meaning could be different ethnicities, which I can confirm it most certainly is. Different ways of viewing certain things. What else? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. There's one more in here. What are you? There we go. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Is it? And then I got finance and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That's a bonus. Bottom of the deck is trust. Bam, right there. Let's see what the cosmic insight is for me surrounding this connection. Oops, that one went flying. And the one that went flying and flipped over is the air signs. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. What else, Spirit? Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Yeah. And then fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Mercury retrograde, okay? Electronic issues, communication issues, reviewing everything. So there's probably going to be a lot of bottom of the deck is pregnancy. How delightful. Okay, do this first. What more can you tell me, Spirit, about this connection? All right, here we go. Let's see how like you I am. Chariot comes out here first. Cancer energy. The Queen of Cups. There is love here. There is a nurturing level here. The Ace of Swords, air energy again. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. There is going to be communication here. There is going to be reconciliation if that's what needs to be had here. Someone in this connection feels like they have control of the situation, but it's a struggle here, and it's caused them to put their walls up high here so that nobody can see through, that the other person can't see what these wounds are and how to get in there and heal what needs to help be healed here. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There is some sneaky behavior going on here, some bad behaviors going on. Hierophant, Taurus energy here, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands. So far there's two aces out here. So Ace of open communication, flowing, getting that clarity, making the decision to reconcile and talk or not. But then on the other hand, there is passion here too, quite profusely. Three of Swords. There's heartache and betrayal. Pain. And it always seems to be at service level. Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. So that's karmic lessons coming in. And then there's Lovers, Gemini, the Star, Aquarius, Justice, Fairness, and Balance, Libra, the Three of Pentacles, building a strong foundation here, doing things 50-50, and it causes that wish fulfilled. But what do I know? But with this Hierophant coming in here, we could or could not be married. I don't need to divulge that kind of information because, quite frankly, my darlings, it's none of your business. Yeah, there is higher commitment here. More traditional values step into play here. But this confusion, these obstacles, these challenges that keep getting in the way here tend to make it probably heavier than it needs to be, worse than it needs to be here. And and there's something missing. There has been some level of emotional detachment here. I don't think it's an extreme amount, but I believe there is some, and it's an energetic feeling, so you can feel it, kind of thing. But there is determination here. There is journeys going on. There could be travel. There could be a trip that might be coming up. I don't. Tell me about the Chariot, please. The Knight of Pentacles. So even though the Chariot is sitting there saying that there is quick determination here and it's a fire energy kind of thing, with it being clarified with the Knight of Pentacles, it is still slow going. The movements, the things that need to kind of get to where they're going are going a little bit slower than one, both, or the other we would like it to. But there's that Three of Pentacles showing up again. That want, that need to build a strong partnership and have that strong, sturdy foundation, meaning everything in its place, okay? Financially, stability, you know, having everything right. Slow burning fires burn fast. Yeah, I agree. But it's almost coming in, that energy of the Three of Pentacles is saying, look what I'm doing, see what I'm doing, realize what I'm doing. Because there was a time that they were doing it for you. Ten of Wands, but it's heavy. It's this, the situation is heavy. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. There's 2 3s out here. So there is most probably a third party interference here. Clarify the Queen of Cups. There's that Hierophant again. Taurus energy. Again, that higher level of commitment, that want. Engagement popped out here. This is what is wanted. This is a shared energy between, okay? Used to be, I suppose. And the Five of Cups. There's sadness here. There is regrets of things that have been said, regrets that have been done. But no matter whatever this is that is being carried in the relationship, you don't look back and see that there's still the Two of Cups standing tall right here. No matter what it is that you're carrying, no matter the pain, no matter the discomfort, there's still that Two of Cups here standing strong. But you can't realize, you don't see it. Someone here misses things as they were. Clarify the Ace of Swords. This clarity, this communication, this reconciliation here. Nine of Cups, wish fulfilled. The reconciliation, the talking, the open communication, the able to understand and really listen with understanding and not to listen to react. But that bitch ass Three of Cups is still showing her ass. All her ass. Clarify the Nine of Wands. The Sun in reverse, Leo energy. There's not a lot of happiness here because of the pain and the wounds that are being carried within this connection here. Judgment comes out. It's time to purge and release what is no longer serving, to let go of the things that you're carrying and allow it to just go into the universe, release it right back where it came from, let it go. And then heal from it, heal each other from whatever was done in between, and then make sure the same mistakes don't get made again. Because you have the Queen of Wands here, a very creative, talented person who, yes, may have a cat or two or three or four or five. Bottom of the deck, Leo energy again, strength, being that pillar, okay? Nine of Swords causes anxiety, causes sleepless nights like a motherfucker. I can tell you with great certainty that my person is going through a dark night of the soul. And there has been self-reflection. And there has been levels that he's gotten to start that healing. Clarify the Hierophant for me, please. But there's deceit here on that Hierophant, of maybe wanting that higher commitment, or maybe telling themselves that they don't want it because things are too hard. Eight of Pentacles. Karmic lessons have been learned. Now, the thing with karmic lessons, especially when you're in a relationship and you're dealing with like, when you're dealing with like a twin flame soulmate connection, okay? Or a past life experience comes back. Understand that the karmic debt that is paid in the here and now are the lessons that weren't learned back. So when karmic debt comes up, this Eight of Pentacles is not mine. I can tell you for sure it's not mine. Mine has not come up yet. It is in the future that this card will come up for me, and there will be karmic debts that I need to take care of. But this one is all him. These are his lessons. And again, when I said collateral damage, okay, that's kind of what that means, because I've been in a past life with him before. So to have that cycle back in, knowing that there's still some karmic debt that needs to be paid, he's doing it, he's putting the work into it, and he's holding on to it. Clarify the Two of Swords. The Six of Cups, soulmate energy. Okay? There's love and a lot of it, but sometimes we can't see it. But this also goes with this. The picking up and the understanding of what the karmic debts are. Okay? Learning the lesson, moving forward. And I can already tell you, baby, I'm going to be blasted for this. I'm going to be so blasted. but there needs to be a decision on this soul connection here. What else? The Emperor, there's that strong male presence of trying to have the control and not lose control of the situation, to not let things get blown out of proportion here. The Ten of Pentacles, stability, okay? Stability, family, building something here on that Six of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Wands. The Queen of Cups again. That nurturing, that love, that unconditional love. But then you have the Seven of Wands here, standing in defense of your own heart because somebody isn't, right? That love still remains, no matter the heartache or the betrayal, okay? Clarify the Three of Swords. And that was the Nine of Wands again that kind of went flying. So again, that mirroring aspect of each other. I would be stupid to say that there were things that I didn't need to tweak a little bit. But when you deal with me, there's a right and a wrong way, okay? So you're going to catch more with honey than not, kind of thing. So when you have two people who have their walls up, okay, both have been wounded previously by each other. I am not going to sit here and tell you that I lack scruples in the whole thing. I give as good as I get, baby. Don't get it twisted. Okay. But yeah. What else on the Three of Swords, please? Ooh. The Six of Swords and the Three of Wands. Again, another card that shows up as travel, waiting for things to come in and or going somewhere. But with that Six of Swords here, yeah, there's going to be a steady movement forward out of chaos. Not wanting the constant back and forth. Wanting to find more solid ground here, have a stable position kind of thing. That Three of Pentacles energy that has showed up twice now. Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be some truth spilled real quick. That fucking Three of Cups. There's that third party energy right there. Five of Pentacles. Somebody feels abandoned by this situation, left out in the cold for things that they may lack here. Okay. Five of Wands. It's caused confusion. It has caused internal conflict, disappointments, sadness. But there's that Ace of Swords again. So either way I want to look at it, there's going to be some level of clarity here. there's going to be some level of understanding here. I got the understanding on my end. I know what it is. But, you know, now we'll give a little gander at the Love Oracle. This can represent my past, my current, my future of this connection. Divine intervention. Now, it's very important if you're a returning person that has come to my channel, you will know that when the divine intervention card comes up, divine intervention, sometimes people will view that as rejection. And it's not necessarily a rejection per se. It is something stepping in between you and something that might hurt you. So to take that and say, well, I was rejected. No, you weren't rejected. You were protected. Divine stepped in to make something a little softer for you, whether this, you know, is karma stepping in, whatever the case is, something stepped in to redirect that energy. Oh, look. Wedding. Marriage, forever, the one union. Like I just said, I'm the one who, like, I know. Intuition, gut feeling, psychic premonition, sixth sense. Liquid courage. Bravery, confidence, intoxicated, odd behavior. Oh. Magnetic attraction, alluring, lust, irresistible, flirting. Crossroads, choice, multiple options, turning point, indecision. Bottom of the deck, roll the dice. Reconciliation, anxiety, ghosting. Who hooked up? Healing, social media. Relationship, third party. Snake, unfinished business, unexpected, grass is not greener. The grass is only as green as you take care of it. So if you're watering your grass is going to be green. Well, I don't do readings on me and my shit for a reason. Cause why? Gonna get some hidden truth. Now, like I said, if you watch my videos, you know how I run with the hidden truth. It is normally read from the person's perspective, things that they wish they could say, want to say, need to say, kind of thing. But if the shoe fits, I will let you know that's my shit. I claim it. Show me the hidden truth. I know that I crossed the line with you. I love you unconditionally. That would be mine. remember every detail of that day. Just being near you is intoxicating. I feel you leaving me behind. I wish I could take back my words. Anything else in this one? I wish I could share my good news with you. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I love you. There's one more in here. Okay, there was one, but I regret lying to you. Finding out the truth crushed me. This is me. All day. I hide behind material things. Bottom of the deck, I want you. I know I messed everything up. I don't react when people mention you. I replay our conversations. That's me. I wish I treated you better. Let's see what's on top for shits and gigs. You came closer than anyone. I'm sure. I know I was a distraction for your pain. Me. I want to tell you how I feel. Well, let's see. We'll finish it off with what the universe has to say of what they think the outcome is going to be. Right when shuffling, the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Lovers, 10 of Pentacles. Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Show me the outcome. Three of Swords. So there's that level of pain is like surface level. Like it's never going to take much to bring it back. Death, Scorpio energy, change. Queen of Wands coming again. No, sorry, that's the Queen of Cups. So again, the unconditional love is there. And the 10 of Cups. So bottom of the deck is the 4 of Wands, twin flame energy, okay? Higher commitment. Whether that's higher commitment to self or to the situation, who knows? 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. So, yes, there is pain. Yes, there needs to be something that changes within the connection so that things can be weeded out and changed, okay? Once that is weeded out, I will. It's once all the pain and the betrayal and all that is dealt with, then that change and that transformation is going to happen naturally. And then once that happens, that unconditional flow is going to be there with that complete contentment, on a better foundation here. But again, who am I? Who am I? So there you go. We all go through it. Every last one of us. It can fuck you up. It can make you better. It can do whatever. But in my position, who knows? Because it's been months that I've done any kind of anything. But it's all here. So, and not much of it has changed since the first reading I ever gave on it. So I guess but it is what it is. And like any other person, it's now the chips are going to fall where they fall. Because everybody still has free will. So yeah, so I'm just like y'all. I go through shit. Okay, so normally, there is cards in the tarot deck that resembles, what would you like to ask? There's cards that represent certain things in the tarot deck. The four of wands, yes, it represents higher commitment, marriage, celebration, but it also means, being that it's the four. Okay, let me find it. Okay, these are normally wands that stand here, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and they're always facing each other. Okay, so when they're facing each other, it normally means that they're mirroring, they're representing the other part of your soul, kind of thing. Are you subscribed to my page? Like the 6 of Cups. Yes, it represents things from the past coming back, which is also why a lot of readers use that as a soul connection card. So yes, the Lovers, soul contract right there. 371. Okay, yep. As long as you subscribe, as soon as I'm done explaining, I will do those for you. No problems. The Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, all are indicative of deep soul connections, especially if justice pops out there, because justice is all about balance, fairness in all the contracts, soul contracts, marriage, anything, business. It all has to do with the balance and the fairness of what's going on in your feelings, because cups represent your emotions, your deep emotions to a situation or a connection. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna, you want to know what's coming in the way of love for you? Put your questions in the comments, I'll do them. Yeah, I can do a general reading, but I think they want one on love. Okay. I'm gonna do the love one first because they were here first. Now the way this is gonna work, it'll be a 3-4 card pull. Clarification if I feel like there needs to be, if I don't understand the situation or what it's trying to tell me. And I might pull a few other cards. But other than that, make sure that you check, I do for each of the zodiacs quite regularly, and you can get those whenever. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. So you're into it. There is somebody that you have your eye on or has their eye on you already. Okay. And you feel it, you know it. And by the looks of it, it's coming towards you. Okay. Two of Cups, Five of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and Temperance. So you have Sagittarius energy out here. Okay. From what I see here, the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Cups, Temperance, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So this could be somebody that you might be dealing with that might come in. Well, if you're totally single, then this is what is coming in. A partnership. Somebody who has been watching you is trying to come in. And it's someone who has wanted to speak on it before, but they feel like they missed their opportunity. So this could be somebody you've dealt with way in the past that is trying to come back, that still has love for this situation. Things might have not been so balanced out. Things might not have been aligned. Divine timing wasn't probably there yet. So there is seeds that have been planted. Now you're just waiting for them to grow into fruition for you to reap the benefits of what you've manifested in your love life. But it's coming. This offer is coming. But it's going to be someone who is extremely warm. Could be a water sign for sure. But it's going to be an extremely warm person that is really wanting to be there to nurture and take care of and be unconditionally yours. But it's going to take time. this is you. This is someone coming back, straight up. Like, somebody regrets how things went. They missed their opportunity in that moment. They should have taken it then, but now they're going to try and come back and try and take it now to have that go. Could be an Aquarius, a Gemini. Yeah, you've dealt with this person before. Like, there's no getting past this. So somebody that has been in a past life or in your recent past, as long as you're above the age of 18, but that's what I have for you. Somebody is trying to come through. You're just going to have to wait for it to come into fruition because you have manifested this. Yes, it is. Oh, bless you. Thank you. All right, so you just want a general. So that also means that whatever comes up, you have to put the pieces where they go. That is the joy of general readings. Okay. All right, here we go. The Emperor, the Queen of Swords. And I'm getting like older man on this. Could be a boss, could be your father that is really trying to control kind of what it is that you have going on in your life, what you're doing, what you're not doing, kind of letting you know the right and wrong way to do things here with a certain situation or a connection. But there is going to be some clarity here that you've gained through whatever this knowledge that this older person has laid down for you, okay? But it's also made you kind of cold and detached to a situation that you didn't necessarily want to happen. It just kind of happened. And now you're kind of observing things as a whole instead of kind of choppy kind of thing. You're seeing it because you're observing it, trying to gain the knowledge that you need to move yourself forward here. King of Wands, Leo energy here. So there is action and movement here. Standing in your power, doing the things that you want to be doing, knowing that you have that guidance. So now you really feel in a position to where you can take action here and just get the things done that you want to get done and kind of plan out your future, near future kind of thing. Queen of Cups in reverse. There is a lack of understanding here for situation. A lack of maybe even self-love here. Just not really. Yeah. To keep yourself moving forward in the right direction. When you gain the knowledge that you did through the guidance of whatever this older gentleman was, whether it was a boss, a teacher, a father, whatever it is, really makes you understand that you can do everything you can do and do it in a controlled manner and still get it done without it becoming manipulative or on a negative aspect here. But it's been hard for you. Whatever this path is, whatever this journey is, it has been hard. It has been a struggle. You are struggling at certain times to keep putting one foot in front of the other to keep yourself moving on the path that you want to be on here. And it's caused internal conflict here. Am I doing right? Should I be doing something else? Is this what I really want? Things like that. Questions like that are coming to the surface because you feel like you're not making leeway, even though you are. You just have to be able to see the bigger picture of what it is that you have going on. And once you do that, that internal conflict is going to be settled. Ace of Cups, self-love, self-care here. This is really learning to pour into yourself before you pour into somebody else. Love yourself so that when you do get into these kind of relationships and these feelings, that you know how to act accordingly. Well, we all get stuck. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to let drag you down. The fact that you're aware of it, you're one step ahead. You're one step ahead of the game. So being that you are aware, you know how to check it and put a little bit of self-control on it. And there is an offer of love that is coming towards you here, or an offer that you want to make to somebody. And it's pretty prominent. It's pretty strong coming up here with this Ace of Cups right there beside it. So it's a strong energy. And this could just be you wanting, knowing that there needs to be a level up in a current situation kind of thing. That it is now time for a next step here. Do you 100% know what that step is? Maybe, maybe not. But it's letting you know that it's getting to be time. Yep, but here's the unstable energy here, that Knight of Wands, okay? In my deck, for lack of a better term, and excuse me, that is fuckboy energy right there. That is somebody who is there one minute, gone the next. Somebody who is, they turn their head, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Something shiny, something shimmery. Ooh, something new. Ooh, kind of thing. It's always having one foot in, one foot out. Yes, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next month, kind of thing. So there is an unstable energy surrounding this as well. Again, I don't know what it means because you didn't have a specific question. So generally speaking, that is your reading. You're welcome. No worries. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's dark as shit outside. Oh, yeah? That's good. I'm glad somebody liked it. Somebody likes what I offer. I think what do I think? I think nothing, really. If I had members only up, we would go and do the red book. Yeah. Do I even know what the red book is? It's new. I haven't used it. It's kind of been, I haven't used it much, kind of thing. But could be fun. Maybe. I need to replace my favorite decks. They are not shuffling right. They need a break. I've had this one forever and ever, and I can't even shuffle it properly. The bitch breaks her back when I try to shuffle it. She's like, no, I ain't doing that. I don't know. So any words from what's his face? Or is he just a little bitch and block you because he can't stand the heat that he put himself in? It's so funny because you ain't even a fucking fixed sign. Mm. Well, look. Well, look, here's the deal. And I was thinking about it. I sat down and I said to myself, I said, self, okay, right? When somebody wants to tame their partner, okay, not necessarily in like a controlling kind of way type situation, if you want to tame your person, then you need to be the one to pull the reins. And if you can't pull the reins, what are you really doing? Oh, you want your person to do A, B, and C? But do you have the gumption to make them do A, B, and C? Now we could put a adult spin on it, if you will, right? In those kind of situations. You want to try what now? You want to do what? Oh no, no. But do you lack that much gumption and that much want that you ain't trying to bend that shit to your will? Come on now. It all and again, it just comes back down to that grass is greener card, okay? The 80-20 rule, okay? Never ever in your whole life forget the 80-20 rule. Okay? If you water your grass, that grass is going to be green. If you water and nurture that relationship, guess what? That relationship is going to grow and it's going to flourish. Okay? But if you want to do the bullshit of the 80-20 rule, the grass is greener falls onto that as well. You claim that your man or woman ain't doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to fucking Z and or Z for Canadians, okay? And Europeans. If you aren't doing those things for them, and you think that someone that you don't know is going to fulfill all your shit and carry the bullshit that you've been carrying for years upon years upon years, you're crazy. That's number one. Number two, when you decide to make that move and do what it is that you do, guess what? You're going to start noticing little things. Oh, I got with so-and-so and she's, 10 years my junior, bloop, bloop. Okay. How does she cook for you? How does she fold your clothes? How does she have your back? How is she understanding of the shit that you've gone through, that you're currently going through, and that you're probably going to go through for the rest of your life? How is she going to cope with that? So, you want to pull that card. Okay. Some people do it. Not many do, because a lot of people are very aware of the 80-20 rule. Your person, your partner, cannot fulfill 100% of what it is that you want, need, desire, etc. And it is the same on the other side. Their person is not going to fulfill 100% of your wants, needs, wishes, desires, all of that. But 80% they got. So You have to sit down and have yourself a little think and think to yourself, say, self, I know my baby can't cover me 100, but they got me 80. Do I really want to fuck that up and fuck off for 20? Because then at the end of the day, baby, all you got is 20. All you got is 20. What you gonna do with 20? And a person who's 10 years your junior, 20 years your junior, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Girl, it's ridiculous. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody supposed to be perfect. But what we are supposed to do, and what 90% of us are taught to do as we grow up, when you love somebody, you love them for who they are, for their kinks in their armor, for their scars, for whatever baggage it is that they're carrying around. Look, it gets to a point to where you get comfortable with how things are, with how you are. Yep. And there, baby, at the end of the day, there's one thing that I am not. I am not ugly. So I'm good one way or the other. But at the end of the day, sickness, health, rich or poor, doesn't mean shit to anybody anymore. Good days, bad days, it doesn't matter. People expect things to just kind of be what they want, what they feel that they deserve. Yeah. No, I know. And people also got to take into consideration, everybody has a different love language, okay? A different love language. We all love on different levels, okay? So if you are vibrating at a different love level than your person, it makes sense that the person that is able to drop down and meet their person where they're at, that is what is supposed to happen. And it is supposed to just keep pushing. And everybody is supposed to, especially in the day and age that we're at, you're supposed to know these things, that you don't throw shit away. You work on it. You figure it out. Blood, tears, crying it out, yelling it out, whatever it is that you need to do. If there is true, genuine love there, that is what should happen. Too many people, done. You're a bitch. I'm done. I'm done. Well, if you're always done and don't learn how to make connections work, especially when there is that claim of love, okay? If you give up on certain things like that, that says more about you, about them. If they're giving up, that says more about them than it does about you. So at the end of the day, again, it all kind of molds together. This goes back to the let them. Let them. If shit happens and they release the situation altogether, let them. Because at the end of the day, trust, they will miss you. They may not come back, or you might not have them back, but there will be a level of miss, especially when there is contracts involved, soul contracts, soulmate, twin flames. All of those things are on a higher level than your karmic, okay? we all deal with karmic relationships pretty much on a daily basis. But when you are in a soul connection that when you died previously, you signed up to do this fucking shit again. You understand? So that is why we return and meet up with past soulmates, twin flames, all that kind of shit. Because when we passed away, we signed up to do it again. Because when you pass away, you have two choices. You can be reborn and your soul is brought back down, or your spirit guide. And if there's any karmic lessons that still have not been learned, you cycle in and you go back to meet the same people, the same souls, different vessels, if you will, to try to make what you signed up for work. And when we've evolved to the level of doing it, then that contract is null and void, because we were on a soul's journey with a person that we chose, a soul that we chose to come back and do this again with. Then you'll keep cycling in until they are. Normally, okay, soulmate connections are different. Soulmates you will meet over and over and over again. And that's in relationships, friendships, whatever. Those happen every life cycle, okay? Your twin flame, you're not going to set up, it's not going to be set up to meet your twin flame every lifetime that you live. That is a very sporadic situation. That does not happen very often, okay? Now, I was amazed when I found out with who I'm currently dealing with that, number one, they were a soulmate. That part wasn't weird for me. That part, I'm like, okay, I got it. But then the further work and readings and looking into it, it turned out as well that it was my twin flame, which is why this is what it is. And it's always gonna be. I mean, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change nothing about the initial connection, right? There's a few things here and there that, like I said, as you go, there's things that need to be tweaked and figured out. But again, it's not, when you're in a connection, it is not, oh, well, this is your problem, so you need to fix it. No, this is our problem. We need to come to the conclusion together, because this involves both myself as well as you. So I don't have a problem communicating. Never have. But that seems to be one of the impasses that we're at right now. And like I said, there's nothing I can do about it. The decision clearly has been made. So, like I said, when I can't do what is requested of me, the one thing I can do is grant the wish that is requested. So, que sera, sera. It's the best I can do. And it is what it is. One gets over things in time, I reckon. So. I will fit his narrative this time, and I will allow him to paint me as whatever monster he shall like to do so. I'm okay with that. I don't know. The fuck is that knocking? You don't have to, I hear it. It's got to be the people downstairs. But it shall be as it should. Whatever that means. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know. Well, I sense or not, I don't think so. Because like I said, you were right there with me in July with what was going on and all that. So you firsthand know how difficult things were for me, right? So, but no matter what I say about it, no matter what I say, I did nothing. But well, look, why take my word? You know what I'm saying? Why say, okay, well, that's fact. And not wanting to hear it because in his mind, if I wasn't there, then I wasn't doing nothing for it. So, but you know, it is what it is, and hopefully maybe one day he will see it differently. I doubt it. And that's fine too. But I can only assume, given, you know, the last couple of days, I can only assume that even if he does get it, I probably won't be around to know it. So his doing, not mine. But like I said, is what it is. It goes back to that, well, he can't with me, but he can with everybody else. So go ahead, run that shit. I told you, love has never, ever, ever, ever been the problem. Never. But people see and view things completely different. Welcome to the new people that have come in. Don't be afraid to say hey. But I got zero reasons to bash him, I guess, and really zero to figure it out. So it is okay. And like I said, the backlash I'm going to get from this, if he actually decides to view it, saying what's true. I mean, I used to like to view myself as a person who would fight to the bitter end of things. With age comes knowledge, and I don't know. And I think I'm going to let my gray come in. Well, look, if it's two people that come together fighting a specific situation together, that's one thing. But when you're fighting each other and literally saying the same exact bullshit, just different. The same fucking thing, man. The same thing. You guys are saying the same thing, just different because you're both two different individuals speaking different things, speaking a different way. Everybody's verbal outpour is different than the next. Even when me and you talk, we're saying the same shit. We're just saying it differently. Like, what do you mean? So then it turns into two people fighting for over the same shit. Whatever. Spinning wheels. That's right. The fucking sliding door. And then the whole, well, you live in a glass house too, so maybe you shan't throw stones. But we so do love to throw stones. Okay, get the spammer out, please. Oh, maybe she wasn't a spammer. Who the fuck knows? I just saw her plug in books. I don't want that in here. It's okay. Whenever I figure out how to do unhiding of situations, but it's that spinning wheels. It is that constant round and round and round and round and round and round that goes on in a situation, to instead of sitting down saying, okay, we know this and this and this and this and this, but we lack the communication or the understanding here, 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 and here kind of a situation. Sorry, sweetheart, I don't know if you were spamming a book or not. I don't have my glasses on either. But yeah, I don't know. Oh. I don't know. Oh, look, I don't mind if they're in here. Just don't spam shit. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. But no, I don't. I don't know. And like I said, I'm not going to dig any deeper in it than what I've already done. So. Okay. Well. We'll see. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, a view's a view. See, now I'm doing on his energy, and it. Oh my good fucking Lord. Now, as I was saying, I'm doing on his energy, and at the bottom is the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So again, that dark night of the soul, but there's also deceit here. There's also, you know, lies, negative self-talk, whatever the situation is. He knows things ain't fair. He knows it. And he's lying about it. I told you I'm doing his energy, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, that really sucks for your boyfriend, doesn't it? Split the deck, there's a Seven of Swords again. After all the cards that I just pulled out and put up here, the Seven of Swords is still showing itself. So the current energy that he's in is the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Strength card, Leo, because it always comes up in his shit. The Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups, the Star, the Hangman, the Hermit in reverse, and the Moon. Then at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Six of Wands, and the Chariot. at the top, 2 of Cups, the World, and the 7 of Cups. Waiting for something to come into fruition, and it's causing arguments. But there's got to be patience somewhere on the end, taming that inner bullshit. Dude, ooh, not a Haitian one. Oh my God. Well, sad for you. The person I fuck with is kind of a Haitian priestess. So what? What you want? What you want? Sassy, why ain't you doing your job, man? No. Yeah, well, this must be Saturday night for them. But again, like the cards that came out, like there is a level of confusion here for him. But he's also doing shit he's not supposed to be doing and keeping his options open for whatever fucking retarded reason. Because his heart and his soul knows what it is, kind of thing. And even if he does entertain the fact, him heart always gonna come back home. People need to understand, your heart has nothing to do with who you choose. Your soul chooses who it wants to be with. That's where everything comes from, is the soul, not the heart. People have a misconception of that. His soul is going to go back to where it's most comfortable. And when you have as many demons as that going on, you're going to go where you're comfortable, where you're known. But all speculation. But I don't know. Do you want to go for now and try and come back a little later tonight? Because what time is it anyway? Six. What's your favorite card and why? Or what's the card you want to know the most about, kind of thing? You are, because look, the Lovers is the Gemini card to begin with. But you are also quite in tune with the emotional side of things. So when you are an empath kind of a situation, we tend to pick up on more emotions than anything else. And that could be why. But for you, it's gotta be deeper than that, because this card is stalking you. Like in every reading that we've done, it always either comes out in the spread at the bottom, the top, or if I split the deck, it always shows itself. Case in point, I'll show you. I'm gonna tell you what right now. No, hold on. It might be. We'll see. Temperance is getting really hot on that ass too. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Fool, the High Priestess, Justice, the Page of Swords, the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords, Temperance, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands. You want to see what's at the bottom of the deck? Here, let me just show you what the top card is here first. The Ace of Cups. Okay? I'm going to split the deck. The Sun. I'm going to put them back together. The bottom. It's a theme for you. But by the looks of this, yes, you've been blocked. Yes, you know that. But it's also showing me here that there's going to, that offer's still there. So whatever it is that is going on right now, they're going to try and come back, kind of thing. To, at the very least, to try to make it fair, kind of thing. So that you're not confused as to why things unfolded the way that they did, kind of thing. What is your least liked card? I have a few. Which is why I don't, like, I know my cards. And I know what my cards will tell me if I dig too deep into shit. Well, there's a few. Death, Wheel of Fortune, never fails. Any reading I do that would even remotely, because the energy of this card, of whatever this it is always like here. So, and no matter what it is I'm doing, even if it doesn't deal with him particularly, it's here. And it's always the fucking Ace of Swords, or not the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords. When that bitch comes up, I'm like, yeah, no, I stop pulling cards because I already know the meaning of what that means. So I'm like, yeah, I'm, because it's never in my position. It's never me being in that position. It's just an energy that is connected to me that is always here. Yeah. But I do sure, I like the Strength card and the fucking Sun. Fine. But for me, it's the Six of Cups. So what do you want to do? Yeah, I see that. But to be fair, what else is there? I don't know, man. I mean, I suppose we could come back and talk about cards a little later. I don't know for what reason, but yes, I know. But sitting here like a bump on a log is bizarre too. And our little troll has kind of gone away. Oh no, to the trolls. Oh well. I don't know. What are you going to do the rest of the night then? Depending on what I decide, I suppose. Yeah, like tentatively I sit here and say, yeah, that's sounds like what we should do. But on the other hand, I'm like, am I going to feel that later kind of thing? Yeah, okay, so whatever you would like, if you want to go take dude out, go ahead. I know. Could be later tonight, could be later tomorrow. 2 days from who fucking knows. Or I might just shut everything off and nobody will hear from me. It's an option too. Things that make you go, Well, There's some in this world who would love that option. And at the end of the day, how much hiding can I do? You know where I stay. End of the day, people seem to think that I don't like I know me. I know me. And I go hard. Like if you get under my skin, I will fucking come for you until I balance my shit right back out. So, like I said, I am not entirely without scruples here. I do say some things that I shouldn't say. But again, I promise you, I will match your energy. I will match you. Come for me. I will match you. Well, maybe it's to that point. I don't know. He feels that on his end, so I won't take that away from him. He can feel whatever he wants, but so can I. But until or unless we can get on the same page, I have no idea. And it kind of is what it is. I definitely spend more time thinking about it. And that bothers me as well. Because I'm not an in your head type of person. I don't enjoy being in my headspace. I enjoy that to be as clear as possible. But he got the heart space all fucked up. With relish. So I don't know. I don't know what the plan is from here. Or if there's even one. Right? But even then, even if you don't have a plan, somehow, some way, it still goes off track. Never fails, always. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and get off here, let you go walk, dude. Maybe if you're filling up around, 9:30, 10 o'clock ish, we can come back and see what we can see. See if our troll friend comes back. All right. I'll catch you in a bit then.